The processing bay smelled of disinfectant and fear. Zara Baptiste, 17 and exhausted, scanned another datapad. Refugee 4847. Kelrath female, age unknown. Species markings indicate. A sound stopped her. Laughter. Children's laughter in 6 different pitches. She found them in holding cell 12. 6 cubs, tangled together like a living knot. A Kelrath girl with silver fur. A crystalline Vex that flickered blue with joy. A small Syrinx boy, all golden eyes and careful claws. 2 human kids, a boy and girl maybe 5 years old. And in the center, a Quarren silicon-based, faceted like living gemstone. They were playing some improvised game, trading sounds and gestures that transcended language. Zara checked the manifest. Captured together 6 months ago. Kept in the same cell by accident. Now bonded. Her supervisor, a Kaltarian named Sevik, appeared behind her. Separate them. Human children to Camp Theta, the others to their species-appropriate facilities. They're attached, Zara said carefully. They'll adapt. Process them. Now. The transports would arrive in 48 hours. Zara knew what those camps were. Indoctrination centers wrapped in humanitarian language. These children would be taught to hate. The Kelrath would learn humans were demons. The humans would learn Syrinx were monsters. The war would continue generation after generation. She looked at the cubs again. The Syrinx boy was teaching the human girl a hand game. The Kelrath was humming something that made the Vex shimmer with colors Zara had never seen. Zara made her decision. At 0200 hours, she disabled the cell lock. Follow me. Quietly. The Kelrath girl understood first, translating somehow to the others. They moved like shadows through maintenance corridors Zara had memorized during months of tedious work. In a forgotten storage bay, she activated an encrypted channel, one the station's peace sympathizers used. She'd never transmitted before, never had reason to. This is Baptiste. I have 6 cubs, mixed species, bonded, scheduled for separation and indoctrination. I'm requesting extraction. Silence. Then, confirmed location? A Kaltarian voice. Bay 7 Alpha. We'll need help. This is ambitious. A different voice. Human. Then get help. Over the next 30 hours, Zara watched a miracle unfold. A Syrinx engineer arrived with forged maintenance credentials, creating a blind spot in surveillance. A human chaplain smuggled food. A Vex scientist provided translation tools. A Kelrath pilot prepared an unmarked shuttle. Even a Quarren, rare and reclusive, appeared, drawn by concern for the silicon-based cub. Species that were killing each other in every system somehow worked in perfect synchronization here, for these children. The Vex scientist, Crystalline Thought 457, knelt before the cubs. You understand you can't go home? The Kelrath girl spoke, her voice surprisingly clear. Home is us. We stay together. The human boy added, They're my pack. The Syrinx cub chirped agreement. On extraction night, everything went wrong. Security discovered the missing cubs. Alarms shrieked. Lockdown protocols engaged. Zara gathered the children close. Stay with me, no matter what. The Syrinx engineer, enemy of humanity in official terms, stepped forward. I'll create a diversion. Get them to the shuttle. You'll be arrested, Zara said. Then I'll be arrested for something that matters. He turned, mandibles set. Go. The human chaplain took point, his age and credentials buying them precious seconds at checkpoints. The Quarren shielded them with its crystalline body when weapons were drawn, taking a plasma bolt meant for the human girl. The Kelrath pilot fought her own security forces, buying time at the hangar. In the shuttle, strapping cubs into seats, Zara's hands shook. The Vex scientist was already aboard, preparing launch sequences. Why? Zara whispered. Why risk everything? Crystalline Thought 457's colors shifted to something like sadness. Because my younglings were killed by Kelrath raiders. Because I have hated for so long. It gestured to the cubs. But when I saw them together, I realized hatred is not born. It is taught. And I am so tired of teaching it. The shuttle launched through suppression fire. Behind them, the station's security forces scrambled, then stopped. On the main screen, Zara saw why. Ships, dozens of them, every species, all broadcasting the same message. Let the children pass. An unsanctioned fleet, cobbled together by the galaxy's exhausted peacekeepers, had materialized to protect 6 cubs. The sanctuary world was barely charted, a garden moon hidden in a nebula. The underground network had maintained it for years, waiting for a moment that mattered. As Zara helped the cubs off the shuttle, the Kelrath girl took her hand. You're coming, yes? I have to go back. Face what I've done. No. The Syrinx boy grabbed her other hand. You're back now. The human children pressed against her legs. The Vex chimed in agreement. Even the Quarren, injured but alive, pulsed a color that needed no translation. Zara looked at crystalline thought, 457. The scientists' colors were gentle. The galaxy will hunt for them. They'll need a guardian. Someone human. Someone who chose them first. The footage leaked 3 days later. Zara never learned who released it. Maybe the chaplain, maybe someone else in the network. It showed everything. The cubs playing together, the multi-species rescue, the blockade of protection. It went viral across every system. The Unity 7 media called them proof that hatred wasn't inevitable. The war didn't end. Wars never end cleanly. But peace factions exploded in legitimacy. Protests erupted on 100 worlds. Soldiers from every species began asking the same question. If enemies can work together for cubs, why are we still fighting? On the sanctuary moon, Zara taught the children to read and write in multiple languages. She watched them grow, these 7 who should have been taught to hate, learning instead to love across every boundary the galaxy had drawn. The Kelrath girl became their voice, the Syrinx boy their heart, the human children their bridge to humanity, the Vex their memory, the Quarren their foundation. And Zara? She was just a girl who'd seen something simple. Children were children, regardless of fur, crystal, or skin. Years later, when the Unity 7 addressed the Galactic Council, speaking together, finishing each other's sentences in a hybrid language only they fully understood, Zara watched from the audience. The Kelrath girl spoke last. We are what the galaxy forgot it could be. We are what happens when you choose cubs over conflict. We are proof. She looked directly at Zara. We are proof that humanity isn't a species. It's a choice. The council voted to establish the first multi-species orphan sanctuaries that day. Small steps, but the war's end had begun. Not with treaties or weapons, but with 7 cubs and 1 girl who refused to separate them. Humanity, Zara thought, watching them. Not strength, not power, just seeing children when everyone else saw enemies. That's what makes us human.